We are back for another exciting episode on reality things, where we talk the talk from trending stories, gist, lifestyles, and so many more. I am Adanma Mairi, your host for today, and I have with me my co-host.
I am Lydia Jai. Welcome to today's episode.
Alright, thank you very much. So our topic for today, basically it has to do with the rate of dollar to naira. So of recent, we heard that dollar has dropped to
1,250.
Yeah.
And 1,270 in the black market.
Exactly. And yet, the prices of foodstuff and other things that has to do with the care for citizens and everyone in general is still as high as it was when dollar was actually high. So I want to delve into this topic, talk the talk, expatiate, destroy it. So
first we'll be discussing in the house, in the studio, on the issue. Then we'll go to the street to hear what people have to say about it, basically. So,
all right, before then, let's go on a short break. Stay tuned as we'll be back.
Welcome back, and if you are just joining us, today's discussion has to do with the dollar rate. And as we all know that as at yesterday, so the dollar rate has fallen, has dropped from 1,009 or so.
From 1,000
or close to 2,000, let's put it that way, to 1,250, and in the black market it is 1,270. Yet there is high cost of living in the country, and I know most of us, when we go to the market to get something and we ask for the price, they will give us a big price, and when we ask why, they will tell us, it's dollar, so now we are discussing if dollar is really the main issue affecting us in this country, or if it is our personal greed that is affecting us in this country.
To me, I feel it's our personal greed. Honestly, because I've been through a lot for the past how many months now, like from not just the transportation alone, foodstuffs, everything entirely, down to clothing, down to your cream. I bought Nivea.
Someone can even buy skincare products again. Now we are using Ori. We have to use shea butter to.
It's quite painful. It's quite painful. And the funny part is, some still end up blaming the government. They had say it's because of what the government is doing. If the government had actually found a way to, like, the government can't do everything for us, we have to also make an attempt to make things easier for ourselves. Okay, look at the other day, I wanted to take a bus from Maitu to Agbara. Usually it's 700. That's when the issue of dollar whatever came up. But then that particular day, they kept telling me 1,000 naira. If you don't enter, forget about it. I had to eventually, because I would sleep outside, and we are just, honestly, I have so many things to say. But Lydia, what do you think?
So I think we are the one doing ourselves. Yoruba will say our land share our.
Okay.
So dollar is not really our problem in this country, although it is part of it. It is not really the issue that is affecting us. What I feel is, number one, it can be either two ways actually. So some people might have gotten their goods while the dollar was still on the high side, and now that the dollar has fallen, I'm sure they will want to sell what they have in stock first before they can actually agree to come down to the normal price it is now. So that is the first. And secondly, Nigerians, we are not to be greedy.
Yeah.
Like, we are too greedy. We are businessmen and women. We want to make profit now. So some people, some are due to their greed. Actually, I want to make money. I want to, I have to make money. I have to eat. Mine must survive. And also, let me say, is a man that is a farmer that is planting yam, planting rice. How is the dollar affecting him?
Exactly.
Because if you go and price yam now, say, okay, I want to buy yam, they can tell you 2 is 6,500 or 8,000. I remember pricing a yam 3 and the guy was telling me 11,000. My mom had to beat it down to 2,500 actually. My mother can price. So she beat it down to 2,500 actually, and I just stayed at the back and like, how she hero. So my question now is, you're a farmer, you are planting yam, you are planting rice and everything. And when you come out to sell it, you beat it up, you beat the price up, and you keep telling people it's dollar. Please, are we importing rice, yam, beans from outside the country? If
I want to say something concerning this, I would not to support them in any way, but then, when they sell it for the usual price, when it's time to get things that they would need, the price will be high. So I think they have this idea that it's more better they sell it at a high price, so that when you go out to get something, it would match up and they won't have a loss.
But some are over greedy.
Yes, some are overdoing it.
And my country people, I know you know me, I know you, we both know ourselves.
You also mentioned something when you started. You said, some would buy when dollar was actually still high, and then they tend to sell it for that same price. For that
same price, yeah, till they get another batch of goods.
Do you know there are some who actually do the opposite of this? They'll buy it when it's low, when they get it from easier, but then when the price of dollar skyrockets like this, that same move, they don't.
Investor move.
Are you kidding? Like, it's not funny at all. It's not funny. So we'd like to hear your view. We'd like to get your opinion on this discussion, because I'm certain you'd have something to say. After all, everyone goes out to get one thing or the other. So we'd like to hear that from you, Lydia.
And we'll be going out on the street to hear what people have to say on this discussion.
All right, stay tuned.
Everybody wants to make it in an easy way. You see that one, if I'm a business person, if I bought my goods as of when the prices were high, and today the prices are even low, I can't sell at the low price. At least I should be able to augment that amount before I can be able to sell. That is the most important thing in business. Then secondly, we are equally Nigerians and we still behave like Nigerians. That mentality is still there. The fact that dollar has dropped and other things there are certain things that the demand of dollar does not affect them as well, because we are dealing with fuel, as case may be now. And as I speak to you now, according to the news we are getting, that we are refining our oil here. So it therefore means that it does not really depend on the dollar itself. So to my own understanding, that is it. So with time, everything we pick up. It's just a matter of time. The dollar went at up to 2,000 plus against naira, but it has come down. Some of us that are in cryptocurrency, we know that this is the best time for us to, buy and hold. So it's actually a good one, but we are trusting God that everything will be stabilized. The prices of goods and services in the market will become stable within a short possible time.
Yeah, so I think the reason for that is because one, there is the fact that you've gone to market at high dollar rates, right? You bought a lot of stuff, and you can't just say that you're going to sell it at a lower rate because the dollar has come down. You've invested in the market, so that's one reason, right? I think that's one legitimate reason. I mean, of course, the other one is that we are Nigerians. We are naturally hustlers, and then at times we tend to be greedy. Right, so even though the prices have come down, you just went to market yesterday after the price went down, you still want to make the most of what you're selling, right? So we still continue to take advantage of the season and then try to increase the price and make maximum profit, right? So I think for me personally, I think those are just the reasons why the cost of living, cost of goods and services are still very high. To be honest, I'm not sure. I'm not an accountant or an economist to be able to. I don't know, right? But I think for the greedy part, it's just for we to put other people in our shoes, right? To be able to look at what others are going through. You're also going through something. That's why you're aching it. But if you're doing that, someone is probably doing it, right? And then at times you say, "Oh, I will do it because this person is doing it," right? But two wrongs don't make a right, right? So it takes somebody to stand up and do the right thing. I mean, it may take a while. It's not the popular opinion and all of that, but I think it's eventually catch up.
The people that have already buy in a high cost, they wanted to sell them first before they can bring the price down. That is my own opinion. No? And for others that are buying new and they are still selling high, that is their own greediness. Because sometimes some of them will buy it in a lower price, they will still sell it high. So it's not all about all of them. Some of them are just doing it on purpose, and some of them have old goods that they have to sell out before going out to buy a new one. That is my own belief on that part. They should fear God. At least we are all human. The situation is affecting everybody, and if they continue like that, then all of us are going down. Nothing will be good at all.
Times our greed. So we are the one actually affecting ourselves, doing ourselves. That was it. They should reduce their price, and they should try to consider other people. You understand that? That even at times the price will not be at the particular, but just because they know the thing is already cost, so they will just increase it, and for them to have more money and everything. So that's it.
I don't think it's dollar that is really affecting us, because I feel it's people's greed. Because even if dollar is coming down, they will never bring down their price. The price will always remain the same. So I don't think it's dollar that is really affecting the cost of living in this country. Yes, they should also consider the people that is also buying too.
All right, welcome back. We're able to get the opinions of those outside. We're able to get their opinion on what they think regarding the dollar rise and the fall of the dollar. Yet the prices of foodstuff is still the same amount as it was when the price of dollar was high. So we're able to get their opinion, and honestly, it's very sad. It's quite pathetic.
People are vexing, like people are just ranting. But what can we do? This is Nigeria. We have to survive one way or the other.
Exactly. And please, while we are out to, I think Nigerians, one thing about us is we're always seeking for whom to blame. There should be someone we should hold responsible.
Yeah.
Well, this time, what did your president do for you?
Basically, I feel the problem is not from Nigerian's government. Let me know, don't come and stone me. I feel Nigerian government is trying. They are doing their best. That's why I said, don't come and stone me, please. Don't relay me on the road. They are doing their best. And on the issue of this dollar, and those selling on the high price, I don't think it's Nigerian government that is coming to each street to start selling goods, selling them for you at high rate. Is Tinubu the Iyachinedu in your street selling rice for you? I know, fine, they have to sell it at the price they are getting it also, sort me. But I don't think it is actually the fault of the government. You don't have to blame it on the government, as they are also working hard to make things easier for us in this country. Let us not lie, let us not steal. Our father is trying. So my advice to Nigerians generally is, let us not be greedy. Fine, we understand things are hard. Yes, things can be hard, and we want to survive. But let's try and be considerate. Let's consider ourselves. And I remember entering a bus from Bega to Alagboli, like a bike from Bega to Ajun. And those people, once it's night, they tend to beat the price up once it rains. So tell me, is President Tinubu part of those Okada men at Bega going to Ajun or Akute? We are the one basically doing ourselves. Sometimes I can stay 30 minutes and they'll keep beating price. Instead of me to take it 400, they can say, okay, 600 is 500. They'll just keep beating. We are the one doing ourselves. Let's be considerate of one another. Let's consider ourselves if I'm also in this position, what will I do? Let's just help one another to make things easier for us in the country.
All right. In as much as I would not want us to hold the president responsible, I will still I acknowledge his good works, on trying to make things easier for Nigerians. But then I would still like to plead, telling him to please do something about it, because in spite of us not trying to hold him responsible, there's something he can actually do to make the situation more better. For instance, maybe he can implement a law or something, tell these people that are selling, if they don't do this, do that, they'll be fined or something
Like
that.
whistleblowing.
Exactly.
Like if someone is selling over what they are meant to sell, if someone is beating the price up, you can just take your phone, pick up your phone, dial the number,
Exactly.
and whistle blow. Let them come and carry the person to kirikiri.
That's not the plan actually. But then it will make us more responsible, and then
Are we ever responsible
no,
in Nigeria?
it's possible. It's possible. Come on. So at least
Well,
in
it
a
can
way,
push us a little bit to be responsible.
in a way, it would actually soften the hardship because we've been through a lot, honestly, and we deserve better. So I think that's all I have to say.
And lastly, for me, let's try to promote self-employment. Like now, let's go into farming. Can it pay all of us now? We have one farmers in our family that is in a village. That is in a village that is that is planting boya rice or yam or everything. At least once in a while, it will be sending food for us in the Lagos, and we can be selling. Let's dive into agriculture. Let's return to the farming business,
as much
please.
as education is important, if you have your own handwork, it would actually make things much more easier for you. So thank you for being a part of today's episode. We really appreciate you. Please like, comment, share your thoughts, share this. Let's get your opinion on matters that matter. I am Adama Mary and
I am Lydia Ajayi. Thanks for joining us.
you.
Bye.